If you have potatoes and onions at home, make this delicious recipe for your dinner. I'll start by cutting 4 potatoes. At this stage, you can cut them into small pieces. This combination of potatoes and onion is perfect, believe me. I have a pan with preheated oil ready, and I'll fry all the pieces of the potatoes I cut. To this day, I haven't met anyone who refused to try this recipe. I'll add half a chopped onion. While it's frying, I'll add 6 eggs to a bowl. 1 teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of black pepper. I'll mix everything well until all the ingredients are nicely combined. This preparation method is exclusive and you'll only find it here. It's perfect for those who want to spend little. You can try it at home and then tell me what you think. After mixing, I'll take the potatoes I left frying and add them to these ingredients. This is the ideal point. It will have this crunchy texture and a golden color. Perfect. Let me know if you would add any other ingredient here. If you know any special secret that pairs well with fried potato, feel free to share. I'd love to know. I'll use a spoon to mix. Now, in a pan, I'll add some olive oil. I'll use a brush to spread it evenly over the whole pan. I made this yesterday for my friends, and they liked it so much that they asked me to share it with you all. It's already a routine at my house, and I'm sure once you try it, it will become one at yours too. I'll put all the ingredients from the bowl into this pan. I'll use a spoon to organize and align everything in the pan. I learned this recipe when I was young, and now I also make it for my kids, and they love it. When you make it, come back and tell me how it turned out. I'll cover it and let it cook for approximately 10 minutes. It will have this texture. I'll use a plate to flip it and cook the other side. Did you see how easy it is to make an amazing recipe with just a few ingredients? I'll cover and let it cook for another 5 minutes. Done. When finished, just transfer it to a plate, cut it, and serve this delicious dish. Guys, I love this recipe. I'm sure you and your entire family will love it too. I make it every weekend, and when I do, nothing is left. My family loves it and always asks me to make it. If you don't have much time to cook and want to make a perfect dinner, this is a great option. But don't forget to invite your family to enjoy it. I hope you liked this recipe. Thank you so much for watching this video until the end. See you in the next video. Bye.
How did I not learn this sooner? A genius chicken trick everyone should know. We're going to start by folding 3 sheets of aluminum foil, just like this. Do you have a special trick for cooking chicken? Let me know. I'd love to hear it. Now place the foil sheets on a baking tray. I'm adding 2 onions, sliced into strips, and spreading a bit into each foil packet. And before I forget, let me know what city you're watching from, so I can send you a big shout out. Today's shout out goes to Lashid Siwale from Zambia. I'm so happy you're enjoying our recipes. Then I'm adding 3 tomatoes, sliced into rounds, and setting that aside. Now take 3 chicken breasts and make a few shallow cuts across the top. In a bowl, I'm mixing together a 1/4 cup of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of rosemary, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, and 3 cloves of minced garlic. Stir it all together until well combined. I hope you're loving this recipe so far. Let me know how you cook chicken at home. I'm always excited to hear new ideas. Then dip each one into the sauce until fully coated. Place the chicken on top of the veggies inside the foil packets. Now we're going to bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 40 minutes. Keep in mind, cooking time may vary depending on your oven. Once that time's up, take it out of the oven and top each piece with 150 grams of mozzarella cheese. Pop it back in the oven just until the cheese is melted and gooey. I just took ours out of the oven. It's such a shame you can't smell this through the screen. It's unbelievable. The chicken is juicy, flavorful, and so tender. This recipe is truly incredible.
The new way of cooking chicken breast that's taking the world by storm. I'm gonna start by slicing 2 onions. You're gonna fall in love with the result of this recipe. The flavor is just amazing, trust me. The perfect combo of convenience and taste, straight to your kitchen. I'll put all these onions into a bowl. Now I'll slice 2 tomatoes. It's so easy to make that even someone with no kitchen skills can pull off this delicious dish. With this exclusive method, you're gonna impress everyone at the table. When you try it at home, send me a pic of how it turned out. This recipe is made for those who love simplicity but don't want to give up on flavor. I'll make a layer with these tomato slices here. I'm sure you'll find this super easy to make. We're ready for the next step. I've got 3 chicken breasts here. I'm gonna make some cuts so they can soak in all that flavor. Tell me what city you're watching us from so I can send you a special shout out. Today's shout out goes to Leah Thompson from Austin, Texas. I'm so happy you're enjoying our recipes. In a bowl, I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of olive oil. I'll add 2 chopped cloves of garlic, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of thyme. I'll mix it all really well until everything is nicely combined. The best part about this recipe is how quick and simple it is. That's why it's become a regular in my house. Now I'm gonna dip the chicken breasts in here. Make sure to coat each side really well, take your time. You're gonna fall in love with this dish that makes every ingredient shine. If you get the ingredient amounts just right, I know it's gonna turn out perfect. Just like mine. I'll cover it with plastic wrap and let it marinate for 30 minutes. Bet you're seeing how easy this is. After the time's up, I'm gonna make another layer with the chicken. I'm sure this recipe is gonna become a classic at your place. It's impossible to make it just once. When you cook chicken at home, what kind of ingredients do you like to add? Using just a few ingredients, you'll discover the real magic lies in simplicity. Now I'm gonna bake it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. After that, I'll add some sliced mozzarella as much as you like. I love using mozzarella, so I'm adding plenty. Then back in the oven for another 10 minutes. Once that's done, it's perfect. Now just plate it, slice it up, and enjoy this delicious meal. Few ingredients, but the result? An explosion of flavor. A simple trick in chicken turns into a 5-star restaurant dish. To start, I place a rack over 3 chicken breasts and make parallel cuts. In a bowl, I add a 1/4 cup of olive oil, a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of chimichurri, 5 minced garlic cloves to give our recipe that special Sunday flavor. I add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. I cover it with plastic wrap and let it marinate for 30 minutes. Now I slice 200 grams of mushrooms. Next, we're going to slice 2 red onions into half-moon shapes. In a baking dish, I add the sliced onion. Then I place the delicious mushrooms one by one. And right after that, I add 2 tomatoes sliced into rounds. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching from so I can send you a special shout-out. Today's shout-out goes to Rachel Thompson from Halifax, Canada. I'm really happy you're enjoying our recipes. Now I arrange the chicken breasts on top of the tomato. And then I bake it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 40 minutes. After baking, I top it with mozzarella to taste to make our delicious recipe even more flavorful. Then I return it to the oven to melt and brown the cheese for 15 more minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. This always grabs attention when I put it on the table. The smell, the color. Everything shows it came out just right. It looks like something from a restaurant, but it's one of those recipes you get the hang of quickly. I like to take my time at this point because that's when you really see the result of the whole preparation. You know that feeling when you know you nailed it? That's it. The texture already shows it turned out perfectly, and every time I make it, it feels like it turns out better than the last.
I discovered the trick that changed my life in the kitchen. Now, I only make chicken this way. For this recipe, we'll need 1 frozen chicken breast, and I'm going to grate it using a peeler. Tell me which chicken recipe is the most popular in your home. I'd love to know. Now I'll transfer everything to a bowl. Here we have 2 potatoes, and we'll also grate them using the peeler. And before I forget, tell me what city you're watching us from so I can send you a big hug. Today's hug goes to Daniel Moore from Chicago. I'm so glad you're enjoying our recipes. Once that's done, I'll add them to the same bowl. We'll need 1 onion, and we'll do the same with it. We'll add the onion to the bowl. Now I'm going to grate 200 grams of mozzarella cheese, and we'll put it in the bowl, then add 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and mix it all together really well. Make this recipe at home and come back to tell me what you thought. I'm sure you and your whole family will love it. In a pan, I'm going to add a bit of oil, 1 tablespoon of butter, and stir until it melts. Once that's done, I'll transfer all the mixture into the pan. And I'll smooth it out with a spoon so it's nice and even. I'll cover and let it cook for 15 minutes. After that, I'll flip it using a plate and put it back in the pan. Cover again and leave it for another 10 minutes. After removing it from the pan and placing it on a plate, I'll sprinkle some parsley on top. It gives that special touch to our recipe. This recipe is absolutely delicious. A chef taught me the best potato I've ever eaten in my life. I'll start by cutting 5 potatoes into medium pieces. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching from so I can send you a big hug. Today's hug goes to Michael Johnson from Austin, Texas. I'm really glad you're enjoying our recipes. Then I'll place everything in a pot, cover with hot water, and let it cook until tender, about 15 minutes. Now, in a pan, I'll add 1 tablespoon of butter, stirring until completely melted. When that happens, I'll add 3 chopped garlic cloves and sauté. Tell me, what's your favorite potato recipe to make? I'd love to know. I'll add half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of chicken seasoning, 1 cup of heavy cream, and mix everything well. The flavor of this recipe is simply amazing. You won't regret making it, and it's super practical. I'll transfer our cooked potatoes into this pan and mix well with this tasty sauce. For that special touch, I'll add 150 grams of shredded mozzarella. Finally, I'll add 20 grams of grated Parmesan and stir well so the cheese melts and blends into the sauce. At this point, the cheese has melted completely. Now just add some fried bacon pieces on top and also chopped parsley to taste. Mix everything well. The aroma is already perfect. Imagine the taste. Make potatoes like this at home, and then come back to tell me what you thought. I'm sure you and your family will love it. Just 1 ingredient, and chicken wings will melt in your mouth like butter. I'll start by cutting 2 pounds of chicken wings into pieces. After that, I'll put everything into a pot with water then 1 cup of Coca-Cola, and let it cook for 5 minutes. After that time, we'll take it out and place it in a bowl. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching from so I can send you a big hug. Today's hug goes to Jessica Brown from Orlando, Florida. I'm so happy you're enjoying our recipes. In a pan, I'll add 2 tablespoons of butter and let it melt. When that happens, I'll add the chicken wings inside and let them fry. Then we'll season with 1 teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt, and stir to combine. Now in a bowl, I'll add 2 tablespoons of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of mustard, 1 grated garlic clove, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and mix everything really well. The juice of half a lime. Tell me, how do you make chicken wings at home? I'd love to know your recipe. I'll pour this wonderful sauce into the pan, over the chicken wings, and stir well. Finally, we'll add 1 cup of Coca-Cola, cover, and let it finish cooking. Make chicken like this at home, and then come back to tell me what you think. I'm sure you and your whole family will love it. The flavor is simply divine. You'll regret it if you don't make it.
Everyone is grating frozen chicken breast after seeing this genius idea. To start our recipe, we grate a frozen chicken breast into hot water and cook it for a few minutes. After cooking, you'll notice the color change in the chicken, so we remove it from the water and set it aside. Let me know what you're thinking of the recipe so far. I'd love to hear. Now in a bowl, we add 2 eggs, half a cup of milk. I'm mixing these ingredients really well. Then I add half a cup of wheat flour and mix everything until smooth. Now I add the cooked, grated chicken to the mixture. I'm going to add 200 grams of shredded mozzarella here. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching from so I can send you a special shout-out. Today's shout-out goes to Emily Johnson from San Antonio, Texas. I'm so glad you're enjoying our recipes. Now we add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and stir just enough to blend everything and help the mixture rise in the oven. In a glass baking dish, I add a bit of olive oil and brush it across the bottom. Then I pour in the mixture and spread it evenly. Some recipes you try just once and suddenly they become a routine. That's what happened here. I made it without any expectations, and now every time I make it, someone comments, either about the smell or how good it looks. I place slices of tomato on top, slices of half a red bell pepper, mozzarella to taste. You can't rush this part. I like to go slow, paying attention to every detail because that's what makes everything come out even and beautiful in the end. I sprinkle some oregano on top. Then we bake it in the oven at 356 degrees Fahrenheit for about 40 minutes. There are recipes you try once, just to test, and without realizing it, they become part of your routine. That's exactly what happened with this one. I made it just to use up some ingredients, and now it's one of my most repeated. Every time I make it, someone nearby comments on the smell or the look. And the best part is, there's no mystery. It works every time. A genius bread trick everyone should know. To start, we place 500 grams of sliced bread with no crust in a pot with hot water, filling up to halfway. Using a kitchen tool, I press the bread down well to soak up the water and make sure it softens completely. This step is key to turning the bread into a dough. After a few minutes of pressing and mixing, you'll get the perfect base, firm and easy to shape. Next, transfer to a bowl. Cover with plastic and let it rest at room temperature until it cools. Once cooled, take a small portion and shape it into a disc. And before I forget, let me know what city you're watching from so I can send you a special shout-out. Today's shout-out goes to Mason Clark from Tucson, Arizona. I'm so happy you're enjoying our recipes. I actually found this recipe by accident while trying to use up some ingredients at home. And it turned out so great, it became one of my favorites. With my finger, I poke a hole in the center of each disc and rest it again. I do this with the whole batch. Every time I make it, I know it'll catch attention. The dough sets up perfectly, holds its shape easily, and even though it's simple, it always looks impressive. In a pan, add oil up to halfway. Once the oil is hot, carefully place the shaped discs in to fry. Make sure they get golden on both sides. Each time I make this recipe, I realize how much the final look depends on this step. It's where the texture sets, the finish shines, and everything turns delicious. Now for the part my kids love, and I'm sure yours will too. I'm gonna melt 200 grams of white chocolate and chocolate in the microwave for 30 seconds. Then I roll them in rainbow sprinkles to taste. Next, I dip one of the discs into the melted white chocolate and then roll that delicious ring in granulated chocolate to taste. How fun is that? Make this at home and let me know how you decorated yours. I'd love to hear about it. This is the kind of school vacation recipe kids love to make while learning to cook and spending quality family time. Every time I make it, it gets the same reaction. It draws attention, delivers great results, and still surprises. It's the kind of recipe worth repeating without a second thought.
People keep asking me why my fries are so crispy and full of flavor. Right here, I've got 3 large potatoes, already peeled. I'm going to cut them into strips, just like this. Now I'm placing the potato strips in a bowl, covering them with water, and using my hands to give them a good rinse. We'll let them soak for about 20 minutes. After that, I drain the water and dry the potatoes really well with a clean towel. And before I forget, tell me what city you're watching from so I can send you a big shout out. Today's shout out goes to Nonhlan Lamsiza from South Africa. I'm so glad you're enjoying our recipes. Next, I'm transferring them to a bowl and adding 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, black pepper to taste, 1 teaspoon of oregano, and 3 tablespoons of wheat flour. Then we mix everything together until the fries are evenly coated. In a separate bowl, I'm making a quick dipping sauce with half chopped onion, 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of ketchup, 1 tablespoon of mustard, and a pinch of black pepper. Just give that a good mix. Now I've got a pot with hot oil. Once it's heated up, I'm adding the fries and frying them until they're golden and crispy. Guys, these fries come out so crunchy and delicious. You have to try this. Make them at home and let me know how it goes. I'm sure you're going to love them. When they're done, I transfer them to a plate Tell me, how do you make fries at home? I'd love to hear your method. Let's give them a try with the sauce we made. By the way, do you have a secret for getting your fries super crispy? I'd love to hear it.
I don't know how I didn't discover this fried egg recipe sooner. To start, I'll place 7 beaten eggs in a pan with plenty of hot oil. I'm sure you've never tasted a dish as delicious as this one before. It's practical, easy to make, and most importantly, incredibly flavorful. You simply can't resist this delight I'm making. Once one side is fried, I'll flip it so both sides cook evenly. This way, our recipe turns out fantastic. When both sides are fried, I'll remove them from the oil and place them on a plate lined with paper towels to absorb any excess oil from our ingredient. Next, I'll transfer everything to a large bowl. Then, I'll add 1 cup of breadcrumbs. While mixing with our breadcrumbs, I'll cut the eggs into pieces to make sure everything blends well. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching from so I can send you a special shout-out. Today's shout-out goes to Bruno Mendez from Texas. I'm so glad you're enjoying our recipes. I've never used breadcrumbs the same way again after learning this dish. Now I'll add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 diced onion, 100 grams of fried bacon, and finally, parsley to taste. I'll mix all our ingredients until they're completely combined. These tips are exclusive. Keep following me and you'll never struggle with dinner ideas again. I'm here to help you with the best preparation methods to impress your loved ones with a delicious meal. If you like this preparation, you'll love my next tips. I still have many more special recipe secrets to share with you gradually. Stay tuned so you don't miss anything. These fried eggs are the perfect example of how simple can also be sophisticated. A dish that pleases both in taste and presentation. It's bound to become a staple in your home. Then I'll place some of our mixture on a plate. With every bite, you'll taste the perfect balance between the crunch of the breadcrumbs and the lightness of the egg. It's a combination that works for any occasion. If you've never tried fried eggs with breadcrumbs, you're missing out. It's a simple but incredibly tasty recipe, making it the perfect side dish for your meals. A great option is adding some grated mozzarella cheese when mixing. It's optional, but elevates the dish into something extraordinary. I absolutely love this recipe, and I'm sure you and your whole family will too. I make it every weekend, and whenever I do, nothing's left over because the result is so amazing. The aroma of this meal is so irresistible that it makes everyone's mouth water before it's even ready. I never ate popcorn another way again. The secret to making the best popcorn recipe. For today's recipe, I'll put 1 tablespoon of butter in a pan. I'll spread it well to melt all over the pan. This recipe is very quick and easy to make. You'll see that we usually already have all the necessary ingredients at home, without needing to buy anything extra. After this, I'll add 2 tablespoons of oil as well. Continuing to mix the ingredients very well. I love preparing this recipe to eat on weekend afternoons. It adds so much to the hours I'll be watching a movie at home. It's so good to eat that it's gone much faster than I wanted. Now I'll add 300 grams of sliced hot dogs into several small pieces. And I'll stir it very well to fry them evenly on all sides. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching us from so I can send you a special hug. Today's hug goes to Wyatt Coleman from Kansas. I'm happy you're enjoying our recipes. Do you already know how today's recipe will turn out? You'll be surprised by the result. Next, I'll add 1 cup of popcorn to the recipe. Always mixing very well so the butter and oil cover all the other ingredients. Send this recipe to your friend who loves hot dog. I'm sure they'll love receiving this recipe from you today. My family loves it so much when I make this recipe that they always ask me to make more because it disappears so fast. Now I'll cover the pan to let the ingredients fry until all the popcorn pops. After this time, I'll remove the lid and shake the recipe well. With this part of the recipe ready, I'll transfer the ingredients to a glass dish. Have you seen a recipe like this before? I'm sure this mix of ingredients surprised you. It's so delicious. I'll spread the ingredients evenly in the glass dish. Using a few ingredients we already have at home, it's possible to make this recipe that's so much better than any other recipe from shopping mall cinemas. Plus, it's much more economical and healthier. I can't wait to try how today's recipe turned out when it's ready to eat. After this, I'll grab the containers I'll store the recipe in to place it in them. Look how beautiful today's recipe is turning out. I'm sure you're already drooling just by seeing how it's turning out. Make this recipe at home today and tell me how it turned out. I'd love to know that you made it and loved the result. You can complement this recipe with a little bit of salt or black pepper, but I recommend being careful with the salt since there's already some in the butter and hot dog.